Hey guys, so I just want to flip through this catalog that we just finished up. It's our first big back to school catalog. We've done some small seasonal ones and we did a digital resources one, but this one includes all of our back to school items. I'm going to put a link where you can download a free PDF of this and look through it on your own. You're going to notice that not only does it have pictures of the covers, it has pictures of people using them in their classroom, and it also has details about each resource. If you look for these little quote boxes, you'll see reviews, and of course when you go to Teachers Pay Teachers, you can see a lot more reviews. You can see all the reviews people have left and how they've used it with their students or what they think of it, and so that'll give you a really good sense of what people that are using them in the classroom think about it. So here at the beginning we have the best-selling big bundles, kind of. So some of our most popular bundles. Sub-plans, we've got decor like posters and bulletin board decorations, things like that here. Quite a few decorations now at this point, quite a few different bundles of that. Then we get into the boom cards, which are a newer product that has been very, very well received because people know that their kids are going to really enjoy playing these. So it started with just the basic theory review cards, which is a great way to review in a fun way. And then just right at the end of last year, we came out with the rhythmic ear training and melodic ear training. And if you are watching this on our YouTube channel, you can go back a few videos and you can find some examples of these being played. So it's an audio format where the kids can play. They push right here on this button. I don't know if I can get it where y'all can see it. It's much clearer when you print these PDFs, but they click on this button and then they can listen to it. They can listen to it multiple times if they need to, and then they get to make a selection. And it will tell them instantly. If you can see it, it circles it if it's green, and if it's red, it'll tell them, and they can try again. And they can listen to it and then try again. Same type of thing with the melodic one. It starts with very basic, just higher and lower, steps and skips, just the idea of are the notes going higher or lower, and then you start getting into some lines and spaces and things like that as you go farther along. It does not get into full staff with clef because that gets complicated with the different clefs, so it just keeps it really simple, just teaching the kids to listen for small steps or bigger leaps, things like that. Right in the middle, you'll find 2 pages of free resources. Everything on these 2 pages is completely free. You can download it in Teachers Pay Teachers. Once you do download it, one thing that is helpful to know in Teachers Pay Teachers under My Purchases, you can always re-download anything you've purchased. And there's also a little button at the top where you can click on your freebies that you've downloaded. Or you can just go back and download it again from the page. But you can access these at any time for free. So check those out. And then we get into some of the games. Now, some of these would really have to be adapted this year with social distancing. So just keep that in mind as you're looking at it. But for some people, and depending where you are and what your school setup is, these would be great. The kids are ready to be more social. So if you can figure out safe ways to do it, go for it. But you would want to look at it and kind of think about if you're going to be able to use these this year, or if this might be something where maybe boom decks are better for this year, boom cards, and maybe this is better for another year. But we do have it in here because it is a huge back to school resource that we like for people to know about. Here's the Super Games bundle that includes all of those games. Then we have escape rooms. Now these escape rooms were made back, before the social distancing, and they are made to be a group of kids working together. So depending again on how your school is set up, these may be great where you could have some kids in school possibly working together, doing different parts of it, a little ways away from each other. But you also might be able to adapt them to digital. Personally, I don't plan to use these until we get back into classroom where they can work together in teams. This one is wonderful for right now. I'm going to be using this resource a lot. It's all digital, so you can send kids some music digitally. It has YouTube recordings of people playing the melodies on different instruments. The traditional that has the duets shows both individual parts and then the duet part. Many of these, 3 of the 4 have variations that work with the kids on sight reading. And the number one goal of this book is to work on key signature. So when you go in, this right here is the free download sample pack, and it gives you samples of each collection and how many songs are in each collection and what they're teaching. So definitely, if you're interested in this bundle, but you're maybe not sure if it's going to be a good fit for you, download this and look at it. It's going to be kind of more of a, give you a sense of exactly what's inside each book. That's again in the freebie section. The fundamentals, this would be a great one to be able to send your kids, whether you're in person or if you're working digitally. And then the music theory curriculum, many of you have heard about that. It has some lessons on YouTube. The first 3 units have a lesson for each lesson has a video on YouTube for the first 3 units, which is the bulk of the book. The last 3 units don't have as many. Most of the substantial lessons that are on things where it can be pre-taught by another teacher are on YouTube. The ones that are in the end are more like tuning and things where you really want to do that live with the kids. Here's some more information about the theory curriculum. You've got practice challenges, motivational stuff. The icebreakers work really well with Zoom. You just would, ask them 1 or 2 questions a day, and they would last you a long time. The rhythm grids are wonderful for both in-person and online. So the grids themselves look like this. You can have the kids count across or down. The slides look like this, and usually you would use them with a projector on a whiteboard at the front. But if you're using digital classroom and you're teaching virtually, you would just do a screen share and you can share that with the kids. Now this is a picture of just the grid being displayed, but the way it works, I'm not seeing any, here's an example on the cover. These are available as well. So you could just screen share just this, and it's really nice and big for the kids to be able to just see those rhythms. Subplans are still in here because you may still have a need for those. These writing worksheets are great for if you just need some paper and pencil activities for the kids. You can also have them do it and hold it up and show you that they did it on Zoom. They're really meant to be done though paper and pencil, not like the kids won't be typing the answers on there. They'll be writing them on there. Conducting, I plan to do more conducting this year with my kids because I think they'll really enjoy that, and we can do that easily during distance learning. So this has some worksheets for that. We have some seasonal worksheets in there that are just listed just so you kind of know they're available. This has some videos that are on the YouTube channel. This is one I was talking about with boom cards. And then there's also 2 sample flip through books of the kinds of things that we've included for our students as band directors. There's also a link if you download this actual catalog. There's a link where you can just click and it'll help you follow our Teachers Pay Teachers store. And then here, this is a clickable reference, so you can click on any of these and it'll take you straight to that category. If you're interested in our terms of use, that's in here as well. Basically, you can, when you purchase 1 license, you can share that with all of your students. Any student that you directly teach is able to use that resource. You also can put it in Google Classroom. You can put it in Canvas, you can put it in Schoology, any of those kinds of classes where it's a password protected. You of course wouldn't want to put it on a school band website that is public. That would not be okay. But to post it within a classroom where the kids are protected in that classroom and the product is protected in that classroom, that is fine to do as well. Also, we've had more people lately asking us about district purchases or purchasing multiple licenses. So the way that works, you can just do that directly on Teachers Pay Teachers, and it is you just add an additional license and it is 50% off. It should be 50% off. If for some reason you're trying to do that and it doesn't appear that way, we actually have to personally set each item because the standard is to just be 10% off, but we go all the way to 50% because we really feel like if a whole district wants to use it, we want to try to make that as feasible as possible. So you can purchase additional items or additional licenses for 50% off. So if you're wanting to use it at 2 campuses or 5 campuses or 20 campuses, it gets cheaper and cheaper for the more campuses that use that together. If you have any questions about that, email us at banddirectorstalkshop.com and we can get you more information. Again, that's banddirectorstalkshop.com. We'll get you more information. So of course you don't need to print this out. It's a beautiful color PDF. You can just download it and scroll through it and use it to help you with your back to school shopping. Thanks so much.